there, my fellow YouTubers. It's still Tuesday, July 9th, now 3:46 p.m. Denver time. Let's see what JonXArmy's up to. Okay, the first video I'm going to address is the one he did with Trade Cat Knight on his website below in his description on his YouTube channel. He's rated as the number one Catholic channel, and within the top 15 Christian channels according to FeedSpot. Okay, we've all seen JonXArmy's now preaching enlightenment, and this is as him and this Knight dude, who is supposed to be a super Catholic, are talking about the apostasy, as John's talking about enlightenment through the pineal gland, and now seeing a guru. And yet they're agreeing with each other, and as this Knight dude says, oh, we're talking about the same thing, just different names. I get the lames that follow these people and buy this bullshit. Go look at the comments in John's latest videos. We're praying for you. There's some that say, you know, what are you doing, you freaking idiot? Why are these people even following you? And where the hell is sorry. Like I said, they're just preaching things under different labels. Megan F said, oh, comment from our comment section on my last video. John thinks he's a guru now, absolutely screwing his Christian followers. They must have run out of money. True. He's trying to do. You can watch a person's face, you know, their demeanor and their personality and everything else. You can tell whether or not they even believe what they're saying. Like, especially with John X and the Marfster, you could tell they don't believe what they're saying. I mean, these people, they go watch these YouTube creator videos, they do what they're supposed to do, and they try not to do what they're not supposed to do, but these two screw up a lot. And each of them contradicts themselves so bad it ain't funny. He does a vid on a news clip that the Russian sub was stopping a nuclear disaster. And actually, as a matter of fact, there's a video out on that now. I think RT has it out. There's no sound or nothing. There's just a film. The Russians are supposedly filming that Russian sub that sunk. Gee, I thought it could have 1947 or something. Supposedly it was leaking. Then he does a vid on that Lingam thing where everybody seems to be convinced that's what created the earthquake, and we're never going to know. It appears so. And that could just be all their underground crap they're doing there too. We'll kind of get back to that. Then he does a video on downloading the Akashic records. I don't know if I'm saying that right. He says it's amazing. He's at Lake Michigan, and supposedly he thought he didn't have any money to do anything. Remember, he had to sell a whole box of gold, silver, just to get gas money to go to Tennessee. Oh, and what happened with that? I think I addressed that in the other video because I had a comment saying it's funny how this place, it's abandoned for 2 years. He finally decides to go out there and doesn't take any of his bug out gear. He's supposed to be Mr. Bug Out. But anyway, this video he's doing where he's at about the Akashic records, and he's got his tacky meditation music in the background, talking about the camelback he has on his back, you know, the water casing, whatever the hell they call the damn thing. Of course, there's a link to buy that where he gets his percentage. And as you can tell, he's full of shit because he's looking around trying to figure out what to say. He understands everything now, but yet at the same time he says he understands nothing. He wants to paint a third eye on his forehead, so what do his Christian followers think of that? That JonXArmy wants to paint a dot on his forehead. Maybe he's just saying that and he won't do it, but he means it because he's talking about the pineal gland. You know, you Christians aren't supposed to believe in that pineal gland meditation thing, even though that's what the Bible is about. The Bible is an instruction book. I got to do a video on that. So anyway, I wonder what his Christian retards think of that. Does a lot. All these latest 4 videos. That wasn't allowed. These last 4 videos, he's doing a whole bunch of babbling on things he knows nothing about. Dude has no clue about meditating and the pineal gland. He mentions, sir, maybe he'll figure it out. Who knows? Then he does a video combining Shiva and the Lingam again. He kind of really gets to no point about that. I think he's talking about the vibrations, but he's just babbling so damn much. He wants to go meet this guru. You know, you got to plug one of your nostrils and sniff in and whatever the hell the damn guru name was, or Shiva. I think that means when you go in there, you know, they won't teach you that when he goes to see this guru dude for $350 of money he doesn't have. But anyway, I think that's, you know, if nobody was actually there and it wasn't being, I think as you go along in the scale of this guru's lifetime, I think eventually he'd end up snorting some coke or something. read the comments on this last year. There's a lot of people down there that got it figured out, but they're still saying, but some are still saying bless you. Oh, there's a comment here somewhere. I got to get to that. The only truth in meditation is that you seek, you attempt to do, you want, you go after nothing. In meditation, you sit there silently and try not to think. You got to try while you're not trying to do it. You're just supposed to try to blank yourself. Because as I've said before, and what the Bible is about, that 10% we use, we're supposed to try to quit using that in meditation, and hopefully some of that 90% where all the goodies are will seep through into your life. That's all meditation is about. We got to quit using that 10% where we think we know what the hell we're doing on this freaking planet. Oh, another thing everybody wants to keep skipping when they're talking about this, that Russian submarine that caught fire. Everybody wants to skip it, or a couple will barely mention it, just in passing, because they can't address it. Is supposedly an American sub was sunk along with this. So how can everything about the Russian sub be factual, yet people are going to let go because they can't explain it, don't want to talk about it, and it doesn't appear to be true that American sub was sunk through all this? And I mean, they don't know what to say. They can't say nothing because if a whole freaking sub was missing, was literally sunk, I think something would seep through. They'd be all them family memories, and you can't shut them all up. Somebody's going to say something on YouTube or Twitter or Facebook or some crap. But all these channels, whenever they talk about that the other sub, oh, they're so sure it was down there hacking the cable, and I think it was Florida Mackey. Oh, they were down there. They're down there planting mines that'll read the sonar image off of one ship and blow it up when it comes overhead. Well, sure, they can do that. But you want to hypotheticalize and just spring that stupid shit out there. Then what about address the alleged American missing sub with all the sailors on board? I think that, I'm sure that if it's one of our goodies, that one was nuclear too, right? So it's just so funny. Mark Diaz left a comment. I forgot which of his latest John videos it was. He says that he's going nuts down a rabbit hole of confusion instead of looking for Jesus, but normal for a con, capital letters, to move where the money is. That's all. He's got to move where the money is. That's what listening to, I got to listen to most of the time because I'm at work. Even if I'm at home, I don't sit there and stare at my phone. And that's there's supposed to be something they're showing that's proof of something, and that never turns out to be crap anyway. Marf is so entertaining to listen to, when I'm at work, because I still got to pay attention, like even now, even though my flaggers are here. Sometimes they get retarded too. But no, prove it. Don't just throw horse shit out there and say, well, it's got to be why they're there. But not just him, but that big titty, that big boob broad. Jennifer Veterans for Truth. They're tied Jennifer Veterans for Truth. They try to back up each other and act like because this channel says it, I'm repeating it, so therefore it's verified. Yeah, her videos are hilarious. Every time she's in a different room with a camera, she makes sure she has her tits in the shot. So that way, she talks like she's a freaking idiot. I don't know if she's just playing her role, thinking that men want to watch that horse crap. But everybody, cause even if you don't want to come hear her information, she wants you to come watch it so you can see her tits. Another main thing I want to bring up, Florida Mackey. He did that video and clickbaited it with those two Fiji bodies, a couple that died there. At least the one was liquefied. Well, the article he read through did not say liquefied. It just says deteriorated real bad. And of course they're hiding somewhere, but if they got to keep and hide and cremate one body out of the couple, then what about the other? I forget which one it was, the him or the her, that they wouldn't ship back after they said it was all embalmed and all that. It's just funny. That trad cat Knight, his wife said, I went and clicked on his website. First thing it says, if you're a paid member, log in first. The only website you need for the upcoming tribulation. He said, this is in his description on his YouTube channel too, but could easily be priced at $20 or more a month, but yours for only $10. Like I said before, Trad Cat Night, ranked number 1 in with Catholics and top 15 in Christian channel with Feed Spot. All these freaking names are just so freaking pathetic. And anyway, that's all I had to say for now. I never keep my babbling on for more than a few minutes. Anyway, see you later. Bye.